Right, so the Lincoln, we've had it running here, absolutely lovely. Tick over all day long, doesn't overheat, brilliant. Took it out to take it back to Kevin, customer, and got about not even half a mile down the road and it stopped. The carburetor's dried out. It was leaking a little bit from there, so I put a new union in there, rebuilt the fuel pump, which is, I don't think there's anything wrong with that at all. The pipe that went in to the petrol tank sender, which is that, goes in there, yeah? It was bent over like that, so you're getting really restricted fuel flow.
Yeah.
And one of those, like a big old thirsty V8 like that is, it's using fuel quicker than it can replenish because of that. So if we'd have left it for half an hour, pumped it up again on the fuel, you know, wound it over, it would have gone again.
Yeah.
But again, it only went, we got it going again, but it only went another half a mile. So we had to tow it back down the dual carriageway, which is a scary thing. So that pipe, where it's gone up, as you bolt the tank in, the floor's here.
Yeah.
Okay? So it's bent and crushed that, and it's split through there, so that was sucking air as well. Now you can't get a bend on my pipe benders any tighter than that radius. There, yeah? So you can't get, I want it down lower than that if I can, or very, very close to that, yeah? Which is where that was that level there.
Yeah.
But if it's got clearance on that, which it must have for the tank to go in, so drilled out a union and soldered that together, so that can drop down inside there, and it'll be just about the same height as that. Can't do any more than that, but you're not going to crush that.
That's it. Yeah.
So that's plenty solid enough. That lives down in there. I've got to cut it to length. We've got to try and solder these bits back on. That's for the old style fuel gauge, but that's never going to work realistically. And it doesn't matter if it isn't sealed there, because that's dipping straight down into the petrol tank. But I need to try and solder it to there to stop it twisting and moving, yeah?
Okay.
So the next thing is clean that up, clean those two little bits up and see if we can get them soldered on. I'm not worried about it going in the top as such, because the tank's vented anyway, so it doesn't make any difference on that front. The nut that was on the union that was in there, that one, and that came out and was in there. All of this wasn't bolted onto the tank. It should be bolted down. There's two tags on the tank, but the nut that went onto that for the union fitting was completely split in half, so that would have been sucking air as well. They'll sit there and idle all day, like I said, but you'll never get them to draw enough fuel to run the car off the carb all day. Oh, there's that nut, look.
Oh, yeah.
So you have a flared fitting, goes in there, that bolted onto that, but it doesn't matter how tight you do it, it's still going to suck air in, so you're pissing in the wind. Right, so that goes down in the tank. That cup there and that cup there, obviously when it's full up with petrol, you'd have petrol go down this hole.
Yeah.
And if it's low on petrol, so it must be a balance tube in there somewhere, because they work, the fuel gauge works with liquid going up and down on the dashboard.
Yeah. Which
obviously travelled through here somehow, but it's never ever going to work, because all I need to do is try and get it secure.
Okay.
It just isn't going to happen. So that's going to be our lowest one, and we want to cut that off around about there, because we don't want it too low, otherwise it will hit the bottom of the tank and where you pick up your fuel from. But the only way, unfortunately, we can test it is drive it, which is a scary prospect.
Yeah.
But this should do the job as far as I'm concerned. Right, so It's only got to hold that tube, that's all. Right, so that's that one done. I just don't want it all rattling around inside the tank, you know.
It's amazing how the fate of the car can rest on something so small.
Yeah, yeah, totally. So we should, in theory, have a nice consistent fuel flow now. I mean, that gauge is never going to work, but I wanted to put them back on just to make sure, you know, that it doesn't all just fall in the bottom of the tank or something and get sucked up on the tube. That should be okay. Right, so we'll pop that back in the tank loosely now and see what bend we've got to get on this to clear the tank. Right, so that should be down onto those two brackets there, look. And it wasn't, it was all slung up in the air. So I'll put a couple of screws in there just to hold that, and then we'll start bending this. Because the fuel pickup is here, but I've had to cut the end off the union. So what I can do is cable tie that to that, and then we can just put a rubber tube section in to screw it together. It's amazing the things you have to do, isn't it? Very, very good way of holding a petrol tank in though. You've got a bolt there, look, a great big bracket that comes down off the chassis. One there and one there, instead of having those straps that go underneath.
Oh right, yeah.
Yeah, it's a much better way of doing it. Right, so that we know has got to go down there. So let's find a nut and bolt to put in that. Ha-ha! A couple of them. Beware of the sacred keys of Allen. I see that rub line there.
Yeah.
That's where it hits the bottom of the car. Now there's wood to that level, then there's a recess cut in the wood.
Right.
So all I can do is bend this where I think it can go, and then offer it up, because if it still hits here we're going to have to try and do something else. I don't quite know what, but maybe shave some of the wood out.
When you come to bending, oh okay.
Yeah, go on.
I was going to say,
When it's a gentle bend like that you can do it by hand,
right?
But obviously this has got to come down to that level there, so I can gauge roughly we want to bend about there. Let's mark that with something and we'll put a bend on it.
I was going to say, how do you gauge where to start the bend?
Well, I know that that's clear of the floor there, yeah, so we've bent it down to there, so if I put a right angle on there now,
so where, if you mark at that position,
roughly in the middle of the folder, I'll show you.
Okay.
It doesn't really matter, but if you want to leave it long, if you can. So I want the middle row. Which is that one. We want that to come there. We want, that's our mark. So let's go up a little bit. Around about there. Okay? That'll give us a nice right angle then. I'm going to bend that so to support that. Right, that's good. Now all I've got to do is determine that, make sure roughly that that will go in, but I know that the hole in the wood obviously clears those two circles. It's an oval, so I might be able to just chase a bit of the wood out just to give me a bit of clearance on it. But let's put all this in properly now. Make sure we haven't bent the angle too much on the inside. That should be able to blow up the petrol. Yeah. It's got petrol to about there, so I'll have to go and put some more petrol in it anyway. but it's such a big tank. I mean, that's got 30 quid in it, but it's run out about 3 times on the juice, so it takes a load more to suck it back up. But that's all looking good. Right, so let's go and get our gasket and a bit of goo.
Is that just a sealant, is it?
Yeah, just a seal. If you go over big bumps or anything, it sloshes through the tank, just to make sure it doesn't blow out the top. I mean, like I say, it's vented anyway, so, but that'll be anti-splash. Ooh. Most annoying man on the planet. I'll get that screw started or not. Right, okay, I'll have to find a different screw for that. Chop a bit off of one. Yeah, I'll put that in. The heads won't allow me to get to that, look. So if I take a few threads off of that, I should be able to get it started. Where'd that cool bit on? You want to put hot bolts in a petrol tank?
Yeah, probably best not to.
No. Let me go and get a smaller screwdriver. It's all up and down today, isn't it?
Yeah.
Right, let's find a nut. Right, so we just radius it off. See that first thread starting there?
Alright, yeah.
So that hopefully now will go. Got it. Right, let's nip those others down. Right, put these in. Cut a little piece of rubber to go on there, and we can cable tie that to that, stop it chafing, yeah? Just stops the metal chafing, you know? Right, I think we've got half a chance now. So that was kinked, the bolt that was on there was split, this wasn't bolted on at all, it was all flapping up and down. So all I've got to do now is try and measure that wood underneath on the car.
Yeah.
And then I'll try and get it back in, but I'll probably need to wait for Adam to come in to get a chisel, so I haven't got a chisel. But that should do the job. Right, so that's where your fuel pump goes in there, and that's your fuel line in. Okay? Which has got a load of shit on it that you don't realistically need, because everywhere you've got a joint there's a chance of something leaking, yeah?
Yeah.
So I'll probably work out where that goes back to and take that lot out. You don't need an on-off valve on it. So I'll probably whip that lot out, but I'll probably have to get underneath, I'm not sure. Right, so that's going to a plastic tube, which is always shit. Probably runs up in the chassis. Or is that metal? But if you've got any air leaks anywhere, it will just stop. So I need to check that out. That wasn't tight by any way or form, because the rubber gets hard, and so you could have a leak point there, 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 and a leak point there. So throw it in the f***ing bin. Right, that's metal pipe, so that's front to back. I've blown it through. All I need to do is get underneath with a bit of hose, Get Robin to stick his finger over that and I'll pressurise it up and then we can hear if there's any leaks.
Okay.
Okay, off. Off. Yeah, it's coming through. On. On. Yeah, okay, that feels leak free. Sweet.
Okay. So, just got to wait for Adam to come in to get a chisel. We'll chase a bit of that wood out and then we should be good to go.
Cool. Nice one.